Welcome to UWS Weekly, a show that is dedicated to covering United Women's Soccer, a national pro-am league with your host, Jonathan Ward. Each and every week, we will highlight players, supporters, and staff of the clubs we all pride ourselves to support in North America. The UWS is a league that is committed to advancing women's soccer. Good evening, soccer fans. Welcome to the UWS studio and to UWS Weekly, a show that's powered by Rain Total Body Fuel and dedicated to the best women's pro-am league in the world. I'm your host, Jonathan, and I'm excited to have you guys join us for this episode 31 of UWS Weekly. And on top of that, just for note, we're almost done with the season, everybody. We have 2 more weeks left of the regular season. Then we get into some playoffs and the national championship, which is going to be held July 23rd through the 25th. We hope to have a venue in place. We do know where it's going to be held regionally. We just don't have that exact spot done yet. But stay tuned. Maybe a spoiler alert for Saturday for the kickoff show this Saturday morning. So power rankings came out today. We were able to get those out for you guys, and we've had a shift. We've had a huge shift in the middle where number 3 actually moves to number 1. So Midwest United, which has been a club that a lot of people have been talking about since the league started back in the middle of May. They've only drawn a game, which was a 2-2 draw with Lansing United, a match which they had in their hand. The 2-goal leads are always the hardest to keep in the beautiful game of soccer. And they were caught by Lansing United, which drew 2-2 in the end. But since that draw, they have found a way to win, and win they have. And they have taken off. Their counterattack is dangerous. I've talked to a few coaches in that conference who they've played against and just said it's a different team. It's a different beast. So hopefully we can continue to see that going forward, and it will make it interesting getting into the playoffs. Sitting at number 2 is, Lone Star Republic. We've seen Lone Star doing a lot of things. They put up a lot of goals. They have not conceded very much this past weekend. They looked a little human in a 2-1 win, but in the end, they're still the team to beat in that conference, along with the San Antonio Athenians, who come in at number 4. Number 3 is the Chicago Mustangs. They have a good signature win against Detroit City. From there, that's their signature win. Other than that, it's been games where it's 8-0, 7-1, 6-1, 6-0. They've been winning and winning well. There's just not that much going on, and it seems as though they need another push. I'm waiting for that opportunity if they do get an opportunity to play Midwest United or even Detroit City again, to see how that turns out. San Antonio Athenians come in at number 4. San Antonio Athenians have been a great team. If it wasn't for the May 29th result against Lone Star Republic, just maybe it's a different story on that number 1. But the Athenians have looked good. They've played well. They've recovered well since that loss that they took to Lone Star Republic, and hopefully they find a way to get into the playoff picture for the for that Southwest Conference. And then coming in at number 5, FC Buffalo. We were really concerned that the Cinderella story of FC Buffalo was over, but they actually ended up turning it around. They lost to Scorpions, if you remember, 5-2 on a back-to-back basis. They played games back-to-back. They drew, and then they went in and they lost to Scorpions. A lot of people in the WOSO world were wondering if that was the end of the story, if the fairy tale beginning for FC Buffalo was over, but they had a different story. They went in, they played New England Mutiny this past weekend and returned the favor with a 5-1 win and lead that conference, the East Conference. They are number 1. And so we will see. That conference just likes to beat each other up. I've said it before on the kickoff show. It's like the Pac-12 conference of football for collegiate football. And so they just like to beat each other up. Between number 4 and number 7, 4 or 5 points. Split number 4 to number 7. So there's a lot of opportunity, a lot of teams vying for that last spot. Top 4 teams will play in a playoff to see who represents the Eastern Conference in that national championship. Again, July 23rd through 25th. So we'll see. But hey, we got an interview tonight. We are actually, let's see. They did clinch a playoff spot. Yep. Now the question is can they finish what they started? That's the question that I have. So coming in tonight, I'm excited to be joined representing Williamson County FC, or as you might see on social media, Wilco FC. Operations manager, GM, interim coach, jack of all trades, Bill Bidditt. Bill, what is going on, my friend? I appreciate you taking the time to join me today. How are you doing with the heat and humidity down in the, deep in the heart of Texas here?
Oh man, I've lived in Texas my whole life, so this just is another summer. Actually, it's only like 91 today, so it's pretty cool.
Well, now, is there a breeze, or is it just like a hot air coming at you when you walk out your front door?
Yeah, it's been kind of a weird weather pattern the last few weeks. We've actually had some cloud cover, some wind, so the humidity is definitely really, really, really high. But the overall temperatures haven't been near as bad as maybe some of the prior summers here.
So, Bill, let's get into some soccer. I know we have a lot to talk about, a lot to discuss, but I got to ask, and I start this off, and I know everybody's kind of heard the same question over and over again, but tell us a little bit how you got started in the game, especially, for women's soccer. How did you become invested in this program?
Oh, I mean, for me, I have a daughter that, I've been coaching her off and on since U5 soccer at the YMCA. So, the more and more I got involved, the more I learned, about the game, just progressing the women's game. I played select soccer growing up. So my wife played select soccer. So we've always kind of been in the soccer community. And then just the higher levels that she went up, it just made me want to get more and more involved just to keep offering her really good opportunities.
All right. So we actually have some players who have joined us, and we're going to go bring them on. We have Rafi Ziggy, and I believe Manami, if she's there she's in the middle. All right.
There's my superstars.
Ladies, how are you guys doing this evening? How's it? You guys are muted, so go ahead and unmute yourselves. But first off, Rafi, we'll start with you, and then we'll go Ziggy and Manami. Tell us a little bit about yourselves and how you all got started in the game that we love.
I'm Rafiatu Al Hassan, and then I'm from Ghana, and then I'm a student athlete, and then I schooled in Navarro College, a 2-year college in Corsicana, Texas. And then I play for Wilco FC this summer. Yeah.
Rafi, Ziggy?
My name is Yaira Ziggy Ahoto. I'm from Ghana too. And Rafa's like my sister. And I came to, a 2-year college in Mississippi. Pearl River Community College, and then I transferred to Jackson State University. That's where I am right now, and I'm going to be a senior. And during the summer, I wanted to go home, and because of COVID rules and regulations, restrictions in other countries, basically, I was not able to go, and I decided to come to, Texas to play in the summer league, and I just decided to come to Wilco FC.
And Manami, what about your story?
Hi, I'm Manami Okada. I'm from Japan, and I'm also a student athlete. I just graduated at Navarro College, same as her, but she still have another semester to stay there. And I'm going to transfer to University of North Texas for next semester. And during the summer, I was planning to go back home as well because of the COVID thing, but I just got offer from UNT, so I just need to stay here, and because I need to go back to UNT earlier that I expected. So so that's why I play for Wilco right now.
Thank you for taking the time to join us, ladies. Really appreciate you guys taking the time. I know you had training today, and the heat probably was a little much, but. Let's talk a little bit about Wilco and kind of where you guys are at. And Bill, I'll ask this question, and girls, feel free to jump in here as we go. But Bill, what is the overall mission of Wilco?
Yeah, I mean, for us, it's just trying to be a top flight organization to offer an amateur level soccer in the Central Texas area. So,
Girls, when you think about soccer, what drew you to, or how did you become involved with Wilco? I mean, did Bill reach out to you? Did Danny reach out to you? How did you guys get involved in the Wilco FC system?
Like I said, I'm a student of Navarro College, so like they said, they were planning to go home this summer, but because of COVID issues, like restrictions, and then my coach were asking me if I would like to play for a team this summer because I can't go home because they're like, even if I go home, it's like I don't know what will happen if I go home and I couldn't come back because of COVID, you know. So I told my coach yes, and then she said, okay, I'm going to find you a team that you can play with them this summer to get better for next season. And I said, okay. So that is where she brought me here to play for Wilco. I mean, me and Manami.
Yeah.
So kind of same boat. And Rafi, how did obviously being involved is a different story, right? How did you get looped into this?
I don't really know. Like that's what I said. Like, I mean, I really love to play soccer, so I don't care where and I don't care how, but if the place I'm going will help me, I'm down to go.
And Ziggy, did you end up staying because your sister was on the club? Is that how you got involved?
No.
I came and met Ziggy in the team.
No. You know, basically, as a student athlete, your aim or your goal is always to get better day in and day out. And I wanted to be better at coming for my team and be able to help my team. So practicing alone at home or even doing something on my own is not going to be helpful as much as being on a team with people that are going to be able to push you. So basically, that is the main reason why I decided to come to Wilco, to be able to have, a team environment, to be able to train with them. That is why I came here.
absolutely.
So, Bill, what drew the organization to UWS? Obviously, in Texas and other parts of the country, there's other options or other opportunities available to general managers or club ambassadors. But what drew you guys to the UWS as a club?
Yeah, I mean, for us, it's just really a no-brainer in terms of just the level of play across the board, the ownership quality, just kind of the commitment to excellence compared to some of the other options that were available here in the Texas and surrounding areas.
So, Rafi, Ziggy, and Manami, explain to me, how different is it? You guys are used to playing college, right? You have that spring game, you play, fall, winter, spring, but during the summer you kind of get the opportunity to kick back, put your feet up, and get ready for the season that starts early for you guys. What has it been like to play in the summer, not just in general, but the summer heat in Texas? How has that been for you guys so far?
For me, basically, I'm from Ghana. The heat is, is just the same as Texas. So we are used to playing in the heat a lot.
Yes.
And it's nothing new to me, basically, because where I'm from is in Africa is hot. So basically, coming here, training and playing the games is just like playing back home, and you just have to put in effort, and that's it.
Yeah, for me, like in Japan, it's very humid and very hot in the summer. So I get used to play in the hot day. So it doesn't matter like how's like heat up so like bad in here. Like I don't really care about it because I get used to play. So I'm fine with it.
So let's and so you guys obviously from Ghana, you've experienced the heat. Is it any different in terms of how the game is played? Being from Ghana and Japan, how different has the game been for you this summer compared to college or from your countries of origin?
I mean, playing in Ghana, like Ghana is a country whereby we play with strength, we're skillful, and then like all qualities of like a soccer player is found in Ghana. if I would say, like we have quality players, we have skillful players, we have players that play like we have strong players. So compare like Ghana to here playing, like I mean we have skillful players here too, but I mean like that, like what Ziggy said, we are playing to experience new skills, like we are playing to get better. So playing in the summer league help us to get better because looking to myself where I started and then compared to now how I'm playing, I can see I have improved in so many stuff. Like I am becoming more of myself than how I started it. You know what I mean? Like I have improved like much better.
For sure.
So I think playing this summer league will help me to play like much better in our season coming forward.
Yeah.
So, Bill, I got to ask, what was the initial goal for this season? And when you guys started, obviously you didn't know what to expect. You started off on the wrong foot, right? Two losses, but since then, it's almost like everybody just needed a moment or an opportunity to kind of find their footing. How has it changed? What is the goal now?
Well, I mean, the goal now, sorry. It's all right. I think the goal now is definitely kind of, we're right there on the playoff cusp. So, honestly, I just want to see us finish really strong. We're really playing very well right now. So, the first those first two games were pretty rough for us because we had so many, basically our whole team is college and high school level players to where, we were literally getting ladies back that first, we practiced on Wednesday and then, did a big travel weekend for 2 games. So, and we didn't even have a couple of the ladies even on this phone call yet. So, we're definitely a completely different team than those first 2 games. Looking forward, we got the return fixtures coming up against those 2 teams in the next few weeks. So really looking forward to those last few games to really see how we've improved. And it's been just really exciting to see the turnaround compared to the beginning of the season.
Ladies, what have you guys noticed? You guys obviously came in late due to school, right? But you have, since you've been back, you guys have put on some good results. You've scored some goals. What has been the big change that you guys have noticed in the team since you got involved?
Basically, from the beginning, as our manager said, we're not playing as a team. We're not gelling together because we are from different colleges and we've been taught different styles of play. So that is, in the first game you could see that everybody was playing different styles. But when we came together and started practicing together as a team, playing together as a team more often, then that is when we all agreed that, hey, there's our style of play. There's what we need. There's what we need to do. And when the other girls came in, it was just phenomenal.
Yeah.
So what makes soccer in that part of Texas, obviously the Austin area, and what makes soccer different in that part of the country? How has it changed from Jackson, where you're at in Mississippi, to where you are now? How is soccer a little different, girls?
Let's say in the Wilco team, basically, I can say, we are all ready to train, ready to practice, ready to play. You have players that are zealous, ready, always ready to fight and play. But basically, when you go to your college schools or universities, it's basically because, coach is giving me a scholarship to play. So, I'll play when I feel like it. Or I don't have a full scholarship. So, basically, but here it's, it's just someone owning a team and then giving you minutes just to improve. So you better want it or you don't. So, it's you are ready to play or you are not ready to play. And basically with my teammates and everybody, I think we are all ready to practice, ready to play, ready to, show what we got. And we are gelling together as a team, basically.
Well, you guys have about 3 games left in the season. Just a handful, right? Close to the playoff cusp. You're in fighting. You're in the ability to get there. What is it going to take for this club to continue to grow to make sure you get 9 points out of the next 3 games?
With determination, everything is possible.
I like that answer. I like it.
Yeah, we we as a team, my teammate, we are really determined because we played 2 games and then we won like all those 2 games. So there's no way we will sit. And then I think we are playing all these 3 games here. So there's no way we are going to sit to lose like not even 1 game. You understand what I mean? We are going to win all those 3 games because that was I say with determination, everything is possible. So we are really determined to win those games.
Then I asked this question, and I'm gonna put it back on you. What are you doing to ensure as a team that you're ready to win those 3 games? Have you guys, as leaders of the team, have you reached out to the girls, say we need to practice a little bit more, or we need to be there a half hour early, a half hour later? What are you 3 doing to change that result or to make that result that you're speaking of? How do you make it become a reality?
I would say if you are around positive vibes, you know, like the team that I'm playing for now, like Wilco, I don't see any negativity in that team. Everybody is ready to support.
Yeah.
We have leaders in the team, which they talk after even yesterday we had a practice game. And then after the practice game, like first half of the practice game, it was a practice game though. But after that practice game, like the way they talk, they tell you what we were supposed to do, what's like the little mistake that we were doing in the game. Like even in games, if you do like a mistake, they will be like, hey, come on, you got this. You know, when you are with positive people, there's no way you are going to lose. You understand what I mean? So I think Wilco is a very positive team with like all the teammates, even though we are college students, that's what Ziggy said. We are willing to put in any work that will let us win the games.
So I have to ask, you guys talking about winning, you are part of a program that incorporates Central Texas, FC Austin Elite, and yourselves. Bill, what was exciting about taking 3 points away from FC Austin Elite this past weekend? How good did that make you feel? And girls, what was it like to win?
Yesterday we scored them in our practice game again.
No bulletin board material. No bulletin board material. But Bill, go ahead and give me an idea of what it was like for you guys.
I'm not gonna lie, it felt pretty good. We had definitely had that one circled for a while. And there's definitely a couple of ladies on this Wilco team that had played for FC Austin Elite in prior years. You know, we practice on opposite sides of the field. We see each other a lot. So it felt pretty good to line up for warm-ups yesterday and kind of be like, hey, is this the winner side over here? We just want to be really cool. And so that was pretty nice.
Did you guys get like a giant flag with Wilco and just a giant W? Look, Manami looks really like she's the assassin of the group. Like she's gonna.
She's the one that scored the goal.
She did score the goal.
I know. She's the quiet one of the group. Yeah, I think she's the one who's willing to just rub it in just a bit more. Is that not true?
Yeah. Come on, Manami.
How did you feel?
I mean, I feel good after I got scored. I mean, we've been practicing not together, but like as he say, like we've been seeing like each other. So like I was like before the game, I was like, oh my gosh, I want to win. Like I want to beat them. So and it made it reality. So I was like, yay.
So, Bill, I got to ask, as part of this program that we call it a triad of clubs, is there a strategy that you guys use as it concerns youth development for the Austin area going forward, or is there enough youth programs that help foster the growth of Central Texas, Wilco, and FC Austin Elite?
Yeah, I mean, in terms of the triad we kind of have here for UWS for Central Texas area, the Central Texas Hornets really draw the large majority of their player pool from kind of south of Austin. So South Austin, and then moving all the way down into some other cities below Austin as well. Wilco is mostly kind of North Austin and about 30 to 40 miles north of that. And then Austin FC Austin Elite's kind of been here for so long that their player pool is a little bit bigger. But then even within that, just working with FC Austin Elite, like we really decided they're going to take more of the players that are post-college, are looking at, potentially going pro somewhere, and then our club, Wilco, is really going to focus on college level players and high school players. So really trying to build up out of the youth system, play with us in college. And then once you graduate from college and you maybe have some pro aspirations, let's transition you over to the FC Austin Elite team.
Girls, I have to ask you, you are all three from two different countries. And Manami, I think Japan has, in terms of its advancing of the game of women's soccer, they're a little further ahead than other parts of the world. But Rafi and Ziggy, I have to ask, how is Wilco helping advance the game and giving you guys an idea of what the future holds as it relates to women's soccer?
For me, I think Wilco is like a stepping stone, to greater heights, basically. This league is really very helpful because, basically, for instance, students that come from college come to the house and, we sit in our parents' couch and like, I'm done with soccer and I'll wait for the fall. But, this summer league basically provides opportunity for you to be able to train, to practice, to get better, and then wait for the fall. So I think it's a good league, helping us all, in general. And talking about the game in general, Wilco FC has, we've got talent, like pure talent. It's not about the games that we've lost or anything like that. But when you see us play, you know that, this team has a future. This team holds, something very special and extraordinary. And basically, I think when we're able to hold on to that for, a couple of months, a couple of years, it's just going to develop into a big team. And that is what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
Manami?
I didn't expect this.
That's fine.
The question?
So the question essentially is, how is Wilco or even the UWS helping advance the game of soccer, not just for you, but giving you a different perspective that there's more there's more to what you're capable of because of this opportunity, that you have an opportunity to showcase your talent, to perhaps play in Ghana, develop a pro league in Ghana, go to Japan and play in front of family and friends, or even, better yourself to college where you have an opportunity to play in the NWSL, or keep continuing to grow with UWS. How is it helping you?
I feel like it's helped me, because I never go to the university, big university to play soccer. And then in Wilco, they have a lot of players from college and university. So it helps me how it's like, or I can ask them how it's like to play in a university. Also, I can play with the other girls from different, country or different team. So I can run from them, how to build up my skills or anything. So it helps me a lot, to learn about soccer, to college, to university, because especially for me, I'm from different countries, so I don't know anything about here. So that's the good thing.
You're off.
Opportunity comes but once. This is a very big opportunity. Opportunity comes, but when it comes once and you don't grab it, when it goes, you'll find it difficult to get it again. For me, I see this to be a very big opportunity for us as a college student. When we were playing elite, I was I'm going to play with Jamaican defender. What's her name? Tara is a Jamaican. She played for the Jamaican national team. So I was oh, and I'm a striker, so I was like, oh, so Jamaican national team is going to defend, and she's really good to defend me. So I was like, I'm going to do anything. I'm going to learn from her, and then I'm going to let her learn from me too, because she's a defender and I'm a striker. So she will learn from me, and I was very excited.
That's
playing elite because Sitara is a player for the Jamaican national team. You know how it's cool when you're playing with national team, playing with a player from a national team.
You step your game up, right?
Yeah.
So I was really happy. So I think it's a very big opportunity for us to learn from each other, because we have, I'm in 2 years college. She's in 4 years college. She's now going to 4 years college. So, and then definitely we have people in the team that is from in 4 years college. Me trying to transfer to a 4-year college, I think it's a very big opportunity for me to play them, to get to know how 4 years college play.
Yep.
So
and
I think
get that highlight reel together so you can start sending those.
oh yeah,
yeah. We had some last week.
So I think it's a very big opportunity for us to learn from each other.
Yeah, and also to add to that, I think we coming from different countries. When we go back home, we're able to tell our friends or even the teams we came back from, basically to hey, that's how it's done in the United States. That's how teams in the United States operate, and basically they can learn something from it and then help it to grow the teams back home. So I think for us, Ralph and I, it's one thing that we are learning a lot, to be able to tell our managers in Ghana to be able to be like, oh, you both should be learning from managers in the United States that are running teams, and also to be able to help other teams in Ghana as well.
Yeah.
Bill, what were you going to add?
Oh man, that's and I'll tell you what, it just warms my heart to hear them talk, and just I think getting into this, in the end, it's just trying to build something great, and to let them know that there's always something else out there. And so many ladies out there kind of view college soccer as the end of the road, and that's not how it should be. Like, we're really trying to, my goal would be for all of these ladies to just keep just generating that passion and love for the game, to where all the hard work, it's not work, right? So to hear them talk about like how big of an impact this has been on them, that's pretty awesome. So my hope would be that they remember to that there is big things for ladies soccer out there, and to not take no for an answer, keep pushing forward. And just compare this to 10 or 15 years ago to where we are now. It's pretty exciting. So it makes me really excited, like where we could possibly be in another 10 to 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
So this year's been difficult. It's been hard for everybody with COVID and shutdowns and masks, missing out on college seasons like you guys probably have experienced. But what have you, and I'll start with you ladies first, but what have you taken away from this experience as a positive as it relates to COVID? Obviously, it's difficult because you haven't been able to go back home to see family, but maybe you've grown as a person or as an individual through educating yourself or understanding more. But what have you taken positively from this experience, and what have you learned about yourself?
Okay, COVID for me, like, really helped me to know myself better, to know that I'm a strong-minded person, because there are so many people that have died through COVID and a lot of stuff. So basically being alive, it's not just because you are being careful. It's just you're mentally strong. People have had mental problems and stuff. Through COVID, people have lost a lot of things. So me being here today, like, for me, I feel it's because I want to keep pushing forward. I'm strong. I'm willing. I'm ready and stuff like that. Because it wasn't easy at all. Making plans and then wanting to go and see your family, and all of a sudden everything is shut down. It's not. But the positive I took out of it is, hey, I can be able to use these few months to get better as a player. I can use these few months, to know myself as a person. And every day I woke up practicing at my backyard, like, the backyard of my apartment, every day practicing and getting better as a person, getting better as a player, basically reaching out to friends and learning from, a whole lot of people. So that is the positive side of it. Not being able to go out, not being able to do other stuff. That's just, another side of the story. But, we just suck the positive out of it and then keep moving, basically.
For me, I feel like COVID made me have a more own time to think myself. Like, I know like what my weakness to play soccer, and so like I can just build up like my weakness to my strength. So for instance, for me, like my weakness is physical. So I can do like workout at my house or here to do something better. So like it just like I feel like COVID isn't like has something bad for people to not be able to go back home or to stuck in the house, but at the same time you can do something new, So I feel like that's
With COVID, we can't tell where we got this COVID from, but I would say this COVID has taught me a lot. Like it has taught me that I can be myself anytime, because I had COVID and I have to stay alone in a room for 2 weeks, and then came back and play a game the next 2 days. You know how it feels. Like we had COVID. Like we were in a season, and then half of our team tested positive for COVID, and then we had a game. We were having a game, so I tested my coach, and then I told her, "You don't have to worry. We are going to win that game. It's the mindset." Because my coach was worried about it because half of her team is in quarantine, and then we have a game to play. So, and then we came out and then went and played that game and won. It's the mindset, because COVID has taught, like, COVID is COVID. Like, yes, we have COVID. That doesn't stop you from doing what you like. If I have COVID and I'm to stay in a room for 2 weeks, that doesn't stop me from going out, like my backyard where there is nobody, to do something I like to do best. You understand? So yeah, so it makes you to feel like, oh, I can practice alone by myself without coach. Oh, I can do this by myself without anybody. So it taught us a lot. Like for me, it taught me that I can do things by myself without anybody.
Hey, Bill, Ziggy brought up something kind of interesting, and it's a hot topic currently in not just UWS, but other sports world, is the mental health. How is Wilco helping some of these ladies with the mental aspect of the game as it relates to possible repercussions from COVID? But how are you helping these women be successful in the mental health side?
For us, I would say the biggest thing is just the positive atmosphere that we provide out there. This team, holy cow. I've coached a lot and been around a lot, and I've never seen a group of ladies just absolutely love each other, just love the game, laugh, joke around. So much of COVID has been so much just separation from others. So to be back and around and be in like a family around each other and laugh and joke. To me, that's the biggest psychological experience that you could possibly offer these young ladies.
So you got 3 matches left, 3 matches at home. What should fans be excited about or look forward to in these next 3 matches, ladies?
For me, let's get to the field, and then the scoreboard is going to decide who wins the game. The scoreboard is going to decide who's working hard. I don't like to sit down in interviews and then sit down with the team and be like, hey, we are going to beat you. No, let's get to the field, and then you leave everything out there. Let's get to the field and let's play. And then when you win, I'm going to promise you that you're the you are the hardest working team. But if you don't, I don't have anything to say. You can attest to the fact that basically So for the fans, we are going to say we are going to work hard as a team. We're going to do everything in our power to, basically play together as a team, love each other. And then the positive atmosphere we provide is just going to make us win. I bet you, we have, for instance, with the Euros going on and then France being eliminated, it taught me.
By Netherlands.
It taught me that, basically you can have a pool of, you can have a team with a pool of players, the best players in the world.
Yes.
But if you don't have an atmosphere, that atmosphere of love, that atmosphere of, everybody being like, hey, let's play together as a team. Let's love each other. Let's do this. Let's do that. You're going to lose. With the Switzerland, they have this fighting effort. They have this effort, ready to fight, ready to win and everything. So, I think we have that in our team. We love each other. We have unity. And that is the best thing. To win a game, that is the best thing we need. You have great players in the world today that have division and stuff among their team. That is why they are not winning. But with our team, I can only say that we are winning because of the positive atmosphere that we have. And that is our strongest weapon. And when we keep on holding to that, teams should watch out. We are going to, basically meet on the field. Yeah.
Yeah. I really knew this team was going to be special, where we actually lost a game to the Athenians at home, 2-1 with the last minute kind of backbreaker goal. And, the ladies are kind of walking off the field, and, I'm expecting it to be, a little dejected, a little upset. And it was anything but. Like, everybody is just literally walking off the field, like just saying how exciting that game was. And that was like one of the most high energy, high impact games they've ever been in. And to just be involved in that was awesome. And, like, to me, I was like, wow, A, we're doing something really right. And then B, what a awesome group, in terms of just the team atmosphere that you're looking for, to where, even in a defeat, you're just drawing out all the positives. Like, it was a pretty awesome experience.
My last question for each of you before we get into the hot seat questions. What does community mean to you? Bill, we'll start with you, and then we'll go with Rafi, Ziggy, and Manami.
Yeah, community just to me, in general, I'm always looking for whatever I can do to give back. Just my wife would tell you that I probably over volunteer way too often. But I'm just really passionate about things I do. I'm passionate about things my kids do. I'm either all in or all out. So just, community's been everything to me. There's been different happenings in my life to where people have reached out to me and helped me through times to where, I feel like this team is a really good opportunity for me to give back. And, I think if we look at the Wilco team as a whole, like, we are drawing upon, all these different ladies. We're bringing in, young girls to run around on the sideline and throw the balls back in, and trying to go to some high schools and let them know that there's options for them even outside of college, and kind of giving that hope, and just kind of setting those dreams in place for future players.
Rafi, Ziggy, Manami, community, what does it mean to you?
For me, being able to be a good person is the most important thing to me, because, in a community where you have good people, that is when there is peace and harmony. But if you have negative people around, basically you're always going to have problems. For me, my community is the people that I surround myself with. My community is my teammates. My community is my family. It's the people I meet in the grocery stores. It's the people I meet outside that I can help. An old lady I can help cross the road. Like, these are just the little things for me. It means a lot to me. That is basically the most important aspect of life, because we as individuals make up the community. So if we hate on each other, our community is going to fall. But when we love each other, that is when the community is going to stand, basically. So for me, it's rather just pouring out the love that I have, being able to help, being able to motivate somebody, being able to lift someone out. That is what community means to me, basically.
Manami?
I feel like community is very important to me, because like as Ziggy say, like, if you have like if you have a bad people around you, it's gonna affect you. You know, so like I feel like it's important to have a good people around you to motivate like each other. Like, so I feel like it's very important to me. And
Yeah, Ralph. To me, community is being around people that you are comfortable with. Like if you are around people that makes you happy, you always want to be around them. And like I really want to be with like people that are positive. I don't like talking about negativity stuff. Like I'm always positive, positive, positive. I don't care how it is, how hard it is, positive. So I think community is like being with people that you can help, people that can help you, people that you can learn from, people that can learn from you, like people that will sit and be like, I like to, people will be like, oh, Ralph is a very good person. I really like that when people tells me that. So I always want to do something that will make some, like, even if it's one person, to make that person happy. So I think community is like being at your happiest place.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get into some hot seat questions. I'm going to ask you guys questions, and you need to be authentic and true with me. You know, and this is going to be Texas edition. There's some Texas-based questions in here, so you guys be familiar with it, but you are familiar with it when you hear it. So we'll go Ziggy, Manami, Rafi, and Bill, and then I'll ask the next question. It's a rapid fire, so it's got to be quick. Here we go. Would you rather be chased by a wild boar or a rattlesnake?
A rattlesnake.
Yeah.
snake.
The snake. What is it, Ralph?
Snake.
Well,
Definitely a snake. I want no part of a boar.
favorite soccer brand? Your favorite soccer-based company? Is it Adidas, Nike?
Nike.
Nike?
Yeah.
Definitely Nike.
Can I say
That's
what?
not- Bill, you're wearing Umbro. How are you going to do this? Well,
I mean, Umbro. Of
Nike.
course, Umbro.
We'll take it.
Dang,
All right, this is a
of
good
course,
one.
Umbro.
So, as a person, look, I'm a barbecue guy, but also I'm very big with sushi. So this is a great question, Manami. This comes right at you. Would you rather have home cooking or Texas barbecue? Ziggy, go first.
Do I have what? Would I
Would you rather have home cooking from Ghana or would you rather have Texas barbecue?
home cooking, please? I don't do that.
Manami?
Sushi.
Yep. All right.
Home cooking.
Home cooking. Bill?
Texas barbecue. That's easy.
If you had a magic lamp and that magic lamp had one wish,
Ooh.
what is that one wish you're asking for? Go ahead, Ziggy.
To make my mom live for the rest of her life.
All right. Manami?
To be the professional.
Rafi?
To make my dad proud of me.
Dang.
Bill?
Oh, man. Those are good. Oh, man. Honestly, it would probably be just I want my kids to be successful in whatever they do.
Wow.
All right. All right. Next question. Who plays you in a movie about Wilco FC?
Oh, I got this.
Who plays what?
Bless you.
Who plays you?
Who plays you in a role as in a movie about Wilco FC? Who's going to be portraying Ziggy?
Oh.
I think Superwoman.
I mean, she's asking who plays
Superwoman, basically.
All right. We'll go with it. Manami?
Woman.
What actor?
I don't know.
Actress.
Like an actress.
Yeah.
Mention any actress, Japanese actress. Any.
Pass.
Rafi?
Right.
Ooh.
Actress or actor. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
I would say, as a Ted Lasso fan, it's got to be Jason Sudeikis, right?
All right. So Bill's got Jason Sudeikis. All right. Last question. Girls, this is for you and specifically for you. What song is on repeat in the locker room? What song can you not get enough of in the locker room?
Motivational song.
Like what song? What song specifically?
Spanish song.
No, she said what song? Like
What song?
specifically.
Main song.
Like, we have to mention the song or the genre of the music?
No. What is the song? What is the one? Is it Achy Breaky Heart? What is the one song in the locker room?
We Run the World.
Nice.
We Run the World by Beyonce.
Around the World by Beyonce. Okay. All right. Well, hey, listen, Ziggy, Rafi, Manami, and Bill, thank you so much for taking the time to join me this evening. I really appreciated it and had fun with this conversation. And we hope that you guys have a great weekend of success. We know you guys got a couple of matches going forward. Good luck in the next 3. And we hope to see you guys fighting for a playoff spot that last day next week.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
much.
Thank you so much for the
For
opportunity.
having
to-
us. Thank
Thank
you.
Awesome, ladies. Have a great evening. Bill, thank you so much. We'll talk to you guys soon.
Thanks,
Okay.
Jason.
Bye.
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 All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us this evening for UWS Weekly. You can follow all things UWS and UWS2 on their social media pages and send your questions for future shows as well. This Saturday morning, join us for the UWS kickoff show powered by Rain Total Body Fuel at 6 a.m. Pacific as we get you primed for the last of the 2 weeks left in the UWS season. This weekend, we'll be joined by members from Impact and from Foothills, our 2 Canadian teams, as they get ready for the Canadian Classic that's going to happen this upcoming weekend. We're excited. We hope to give you guys more information as we go further with this weekend. But good luck to everybody. Good luck to all of our teams, our clubs, as they start fighting for those very few precious playoff spots. And we hope to see them July 23rd through 25th of July. So until next time, until Saturday morning, cheers, everyone. Have a great rest of the evening.